And it seems like we're live.
Sure.
Yep.
Yes.
My page it's still showing an error on my control page. So let's see if we can fix that. And here we are. I can see us online. So hi, John. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Ali? Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm quite good. Yeah, it's early in the morning. Well, early, 8 o'clock in the morning for us. And for you, it's 8 p.m. 8 p.m. in Singapore. So here's my coffee. Do you have your cocktail ready?
No, I don't have a coffee ready yet.
So, John, it must be crazy for you guys in Singapore. So right now, all of us would be in Singapore, and the ADEX would open today for the business day. Tomorrow, public day. Days would be normal, but times are not normal.
Today is tomorrow is Friday. Supposed to be, all of us will be I supposed to meet all the friends today, and tomorrow will be kicking off the ADEX 17 April. Yeah, it's everything changed.
Yeah, you can say that. So, how is it right now in Singapore for you privately and for you with the whole ADEX? How is life?
Very challenging times, and I see that everybody is at difficult times. But the most important part is that we cannot just sit down and don't do anything about it, and we have to play our part. I'm very much concerned about our dive industry, especially because of all the tourisms are almost like you can't go anywhere. All the flights are stopped. So, and when you really look at the diving industry, it so much depends on their tourism. You cannot just go and dive in everywhere. But I mean, at least you are staying in the Philippines or Indonesia. But other than that, especially from Singapore, divers they have to go traveling abroad. So diving tourism, where tourism affect diving is where we affect much harder. So our industry, I think, our industry this is the time that we have to work each other on that. We shouldn't be we forget about the differences or whatever. I think all the whole industry should be working as a one. That's why I want to call this the initiatives for online thing that is for the whole community, the whole industry, and the last for the ocean, for the one ocean. I think ocean is healthy now. They are waiting for us to go and start diving.
Man, I can tell you how much we're waiting to go diving again. So sometimes I envy these people who are trapped now in places where there is actually an ocean and where you can go still, at least for a swim, if not for a dive. So we're not meeting now in Singapore for the whole ADEX. Just before we go into the whole Pixel thing, which I'm really interested to hear about, that new concept you just told me before we started going live, that you are almost ready to kick it off. Just tell me, give me a bit of a rundown. How was this? As an exhibition, of a dive exhibition, you work with hundreds of partners and thousands of speakers and invitations, like guys like me who come there every year and have fun and meet and business meetings. The amount of contacts that you guys have to manage there must be immense. How do you do that? You guys are probably also staying at home, but can't even go to the office. Tell us a bit about that.
Singapore, all the offices are shut down. Only for those essential, the places are open. But our office is no different. We have to shut down. So the whole team is working from home. But I'm really appreciate my team that they are working so hard to put it this thing. And the best part is that nobody have an experience of doing this, become a real event to become an online virtual event. So whatever things that we are trying to put out everything, and then we are almost ready. I think we are going to launch in the 1st May. I'd like you to get involved as well. We like to open. We will have a 6-hour opening ceremony on 1st May. So this is something that we do non-stop. It's same thing like the ADEX. This is what we do. So we want to get involved with as many as possible.
Oh, I remember fondly the very long opening ceremonies. Yes.
Yeah. So, but what we do is the actual opening ceremony is about 3 o'clock. We start with it. Our starting will be 3 p.m. on Singapore time. 1st May.
Mm-hmm.
So then we will have a different session and we were talking about it. I hope you can join us in a free diving session as well. So like we will put all the same things that we will put all the free diving topic will be at the back. So like before we really kick off our online expo, we want to really want to introduce a different sector, the different strengths that we are working with. So like we definitely want to focus on conservation. Ocean is a part of very important. And this moment, I cannot say without supporting of the industry business is also around. So like blue economy and tourism, how they are. We would like to have it. That topic will be talk about it in the opening as well. We will invite from the tourism level to join us as well. So photography to conservation and that diving, free diving, mermaids, and so like everyone that we would like to invite, and then we will have a different topic on it. So
I love it. So if you understand you correctly, you try to transfer everything that would happen in that huge expo area in Singapore. You try to move that to online, basically, that everything happens on web. Actually, I have posted the email, not the email, the web address. Can you see that? Because we are on the phone, you told me. I'm not sure. Is that correct address? So
yeah,
Underwater 360 Asia.
ADEX.Asia. It's the same email, same website address at our ADEX website. ADEX website, we want to transform it to this thing on it. No, I want to do a bit more different approach from the this online thing, because of I think this is the time for us to support the industry, not just the 3 days. I always have always I feel that is ADEX we do 3 days is good, but also I feel like after 3 days, I hope that we can continue in some way or another, connection, engage, don't just finish. So like this would be a best platform for us to continue it. So like I'm not transferring everything 3 day to a 1 day event. So like this is just the opening. So like in the following week, we will have a different program. We will have a topic on the like, for example, like we will go through everything from the different topic. The main strength of what we want to do is we want single presentation is we don't mind to have the video presentation, like for example, like if you have your individual video personal in presentation, we don't mind to post it in the for after that we launch, people can come into our website and they can listen for all the speakers speak. But we will have definitely a live panel discussion to the individual live in the different day on different topic on it. So my plan is that I want to go with the like, for example, like a Singapore dive industry. I will invite all the main Singapore dive industry player that we will discuss about. And then next week we follow it, maybe a Philippine dive industry. We will invite from Philippines. That means then we will into it. So like we will move from the that is one. Then we were saying things that we do from the free diving to like what free diving from a different country. Free diver will be a talk about it for how this like that diving. We will have all different topic will be lined up, and definitely conservation will be every month we will have one topic will be there. For sure, we will have the business that we really want to have how we can support each other in this difficult time for the industry.
I think that's actually. Sorry, I think that's actually exactly what we need to do. That we all live and work with networks that we spend 10 years and more to build up, and we depend on each other. And that's a thing that we should try to find ways to keep communicating, keep working in these networks where everything is interlinked, from accommodation to travel agencies, dive operators, free divers, mermaids, scuba divers, tech divers. That's a network which I also very much enjoy and learned to enjoy in my 10 years living in Asia. And I really appreciate your effort to provide one of the platforms now where we keep connecting with each other. So if I understand you, right, then this is now a thing that will go on over a long period. So not just 3 days, but on a daily basis or weekly, but in a long term.
Yes. So like the long term. So like what we are doing, that we are open up for the registration for everybody. It's a free registration. all they have to do is just log in to the after the register, they just log in to view it. It's free. But everybody, so like we also will invite our exhibitor to be a part of some video clips. So like every time speakers, the education speak later, we want to promote our exhibitors, the video clip about 60-second kind of things to keep in. The most important part is that I still have to continue inspire people, even though non-diver can come and listen to this, and then we have to keep inspire and also to educate for the continuing with the engage with community and industry together. So like it's at the meantime, the education is also a very important for us, for everybody. So like we need to create a platform that I really want to put it in that way, that is for everyone. It's not for I don't want to miss out anybody. That I think it's a time for us to it's no longer, for me, it's a competition is good, but the thing is, this kind of situation, everybody should be work together. I'm welcome to be with it. I want to be a neutral in the center to support on the everyone.
Yeah, that's what I also felt, that we are competitors maybe in some moments, but then when we go to and meet at the ADEX or in other platforms like that, then we realize we also partners in that, So we are in a friendly competition, and it takes all of us to create and sustain the industry. A friend of mine from Switzerland just had dropped a comment, "Durchli lachen." That means we should smile a little more. Apparently we look too depressive. So let's smile, John. And that's actually to show you we are looking at your comments, guys. So if you have any questions, you can drop us that right there. So Luca is also in. Luca was also at the ADEX a lot of times with his underwater tribe photography, underwater photography school. So if you have any questions, we have another 5 minutes or so until we have to move on. So feel free to drop us some. John, what about mermaiding? I want to see more mermaiding. I was always surprised how big of a deal mermaiding is the closer I get to China, basically. So at the ADEX, there was always so much happening in mermaiding. Tell us a bit about mermaiding.
I'm proud to say, like a mermaid we introduced in the 2015 to the show, and we only have a few mermaid that we started it, and some they said, "Hey, why are you doing this? This is something." But then we introduced mermaid competition in China from the Shenzhen show in 2017. We call it Ocean Festival. After that, you can see China now, so many mermaid that is an instructor to grow from a lot of community. I think is a part of the, for me, I think I learned from the past, to be fair. I'm a very much learn from history. I like history a lot. When you look at the ADEX, that is, nobody run ADEX for more than 5 years, and 15 years later with us, now is with us for 10 years. This is to be 11 years. And the past 15 years, it has been very much dedicated to diving and divers. So like, you are focused about creating more non-diver to become a divers. So if we don't create more diver, industry will not grow. So like, for example, when I started, I got 80 booths. We got now it's almost 400 booths. But when you look at it locally, I got 3-4 dive centers from Singapore join. Now we got more than 25 to 30, almost. So I really think that is if we are not attracting a non-diver, or doesn't is like, and also everything that even though you do, we are not a school event, for example. So like, it cannot be everything education. When you look at it, really a very serious conference in our industry. Our industry very much relaxed. It is more on the sports that is more the traveling relaxed. It's like we need to have some kind of entertainment kind of the taste in the events. We cannot be everything in education, but and also cannot be everything is a business to be, because of is too much about buying and selling, the education will be forget about it. I mean, to be fair, 11 years ago, the ADEX, before 15 years ago, ADEX main state is never been a real education state. It's not there's a lot of speaker out there, a lot of people in the industry that we should be really appreciate, and like yourself on all those like your knowledge days, because nobody know everything. We should learn from each other. So like we never been a really industry, never been put them into a front page to like that then to talk about it, share their things. So like, that is where we can grow on the whole big things. So like I want to contribute. I want to giving back. It's not about everything we take. Something that we do, everything we do, we should be giving back. For me to give it back to the industry is that I need to give back to the ocean, because without ocean, nobody surviving our industry. So like, so I want to give it to ocean is also like we are educate on conservation. Then I want to give back to our industry for the business is if I cannot create more diverse, you can see that ADEX every show we create diverse numbers are growing and the non-diver becoming diverse. Why we know? Because of non-diver coming in, they pay $10. When they sign up for the diving course, we refund them the $10 back. That refund is keep growing every year. So like we know that the non-diver, we create non-diver become a diver. That is the main purpose of being a supporting. So like everything that I know how to take from industry, I have to know how to give it back to them in some way that they need more industry growth. Is more diver means we are the healthy industry. But the more we
and the mermaids are the marketing, huh? That looks so good.
It's a part of entertaining. I feel that is but to be respect, they have a lot of passion about ocean as well. We have the same goal. A lot of mermaids, they are conservation of ocean. They also talk about ocean. So like it's not just a pretty and swimming in the tank. They have a lot of passion for the ocean. That is where you look at it, our industry. What I like about our industry is that the passion for the ocean is so many. Even though I see nowadays, even though some students are coming and listen, they are not even a diver yet, but they already start to grow about the ocean, connect with the ocean. That is where I'm very pleased with that. So like even though mermaid, they become because of a sudden reason that they become mermaid, and they start to like they start land diving, and they start to really want to contribute to the ocean. So like I think this is something that I really think that is a very strong, and also our diving industry is a lot of when I in the diving industry 20 years ago, what I learned also every time I go to a lot of dive show around the world, I saw a lot of guys dominate industry. So I really want to balance up on that when I want to contribute to the industry. I think we should bring in some female divers, a female that to be in the balance. Is a lot of even you see in the last time would be all the business personnel or dive center or also the men. So like I think now you can see a little more balance in the hours, especially in Asia. You can see more and more ladies divers. So I think it's a good for the industry. So in the way that we are still giving back to the industry, what we do, this is the most important.
So for those who don't know actually what mermaiding is, have a look at on the ADEX page. You can see it there, or when you have a quick search on YouTube. It's a fascinating combination of free diving and modeling, and then there's photo shoots involved and the whole costumes, and it's a mind-blowing combination of skill that comes together there. It looks like on the surface it looks maybe like every girl's dream, but when you look then like how much passion and skill goes into such a performance. It's I was not aware of that until I got to like really close in touch. It was mainly the ADEX in Shenzhen in China, which was my first trip to China. Actually, there it was so prominent. It was fascinating. It was eye-opening.
That is the first time that do a mermaid championship. That was I think they contribute to the industry a lot as well in terms of like the ocean conservation, and they get awareness for the things like
absolutely.
Some mermaid become interested to do more diving, and some free dive. Last time when I started the time, some free divers say, oh, I don't put it together with the mermaid. We are free diver. We don't do mermaid. But now that kind of complaint is no longer is it. Most of free divers become a mermaid, and some mermaid also become a free divers nowadays. So like it's all connected each other now.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
Excellent. So I'm really curious and looking forward to the take of the Pixel platform. So 1st of May, you're saying you maybe, or you promise it already?
We don't announce yet, but we are working on it. I think most likely what happens. We are almost there already. So like, and
Cool.
I really appreciate my team behind me, really working very hard, and we are meeting every day on this like this, and then we have been developing on that behind on that. So like we are almost there. We are a little bit of adjusting on it, and we will be soon. We will be start inviting speakers to join us. You will be one of them. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I signed up, of course, already. Again, just to put my name on your desk. So whenever you're ready, let me know. So I'm in.
Thank you. I really appreciate all this because I want to do that for platform for everyone. I want to be
Well, there's actually a question coming in from Luca, who was also already, as I said earlier, at the ADEX. He's asking, oh yeah, because Singapore is a very important hub for us when we are in Bali or so. Not only for a business hub to go through, to go shopping, to buy gear, and so on. Any news? When is the plan for Singapore to open again? Today I heard it could be the 26th of May, so 1 month still close. Do you know anything about that? When the guys?
26th of May. I'm not sure about 26th of May. But our office will close until 7 May. But at least they extended. At the moment, it's 7 May. Our office have to close until 7 May.
Okay, so that must be something different information that you got there, Luca. So well, fingers crossed that things just go as well as possible. Let me quickly check if there's any other question, and if not, we can call it a day, or it's time for another coffee for me. And I guess you have some more work to do, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. More content, more collaboration. That's a good comment. That's exactly what we're doing. We need more collaboration. We work together, and that's the thing. We want to, well, if you can't meet in person, we meet online. Imagine this whole thing would happen without the internet. If we were on a lockdown.
We also plan for the 24th of April, next Friday. We are planned to go on live, and then behind this Pixel Expo, who do from my team, all the team will be discussed about how people can get involved in our online expo. 24th of May next week, 3 p.m. Singapore times. So we will have it about 2 hours to discuss team. Then the 1st May will be following Friday. There will be a launch. So this will be the plan of the program in 6 hours. So people. No need to be everybody to be there on 6 hours because of our topics are different, right? So if people only for the opening at 3 o'clock we start, the tradition as a Singapore ADEX we already do on at 3 o'clock. So like opening will be 3 o'clock, 3 to 4. After 4 that will be just like all different topic already. So like whoever interested in different topic, maybe a free diving, maybe a little bit later, and it's like that is what we want to plan for it. So.
For you, I will get up even at 3 a.m. to do a broadcast or so, because we are exactly 12 hours apart. But yes. I got used to it.
Free diving at the back, so like you can, maybe. Yeah,
I got used to it now. That if I want to talk with anyone in Asia, then I have to be very early in the morning. Tomorrow I start at 6 a.m. here on Eastern time, so that's becoming normal. No problem there. Any other? Lucas say thanks. Yes, Luca, for looking forward to come to the ADEX, the best show out there. Absolutely, I agree with that. So,
thank you,
and there's another question. Will there be virtual workshops? Absolutely, because I intend to do virtual workshops. So I guess that's part of what the Pixel will be. So will you use like Zoom platform or something like that for workshops? Or
we have a Zoom, but workshop we have another platform. I don't know how to say. Is that a Reno or Revo that you can book your seat So like, it's really like a real event. There is all the table. You can book the seat on where you want to sit down. In your table, it said you can exchange your business card. It's like a real event. So we are trying to get this software to apply that as well. So we will use a lot of different software to make it all work. It's like I definitely think that this will be an improved in time after time. It's like that. I want to do that with a sitting format on the real workshop. So I can see if I can do some networking in the industry.
Like virtual rooms to meet. And a good friend of mine is very much involved in that, like in online education in Switzerland for a huge company, and he's using that on a daily basis. And he showed me that when I was in Switzerland last time. It's mind blowing, like how you walk. And they're using also VR goggles, so you can walk around in that room and meet people as if you were there in a meeting or in an exposition. It's mind blowing, but it takes a lot of processing power on the MacBook or the computer. So you need a good machine ready to go for that. But that's really cool. Happy to hear that. So there will be workshops. That's the short answer to this question. Other kind and big names. Well, I know what the answer will be. The question is, are there any big names that we can look forward to?
Definitely, because I think I want to make it this way a platform for. I mean, what I learn now is that I think when you are in the outbreak, you will understand that we should be treat everyone. I will welcome to all the big names, but I also want to welcome to the really on the ground people working on the industry. So like this platform is definitely we will welcome the big name, but I also want to really find on the ground really behind on it. That's the reason why my first start is I want to introduce my team first next week, not just me to credit myself. Team behind the things that we will explain, we will discuss about that. So like this is what I want to give back is I cannot just be selfish on who just famous that we just chase after it. I really want to go in, everyone get to involve. This is my philosophy. I mean, big name is always welcome. We are always try to get them to get on board because of that is what we want. The idea of big name is I want more people to inspire, but I don't want to be the founder. It's not just for the big names. It's for everyone. That is the opportunity for them to become on board because of we are not doing only 8-hour, 3 days event. We have so much time for that. So this is something that I want to promote everyone that there is a opportunity. I would like to promote them. I would like to get everyone to get a part of this.
And I know how it works with the big names also a bit, that they are so busy all throughout the year. So if it's not happening now, ADEX was planned for this weekend. So if you had a big name, and I know with big names that you were talking to, that guy might not be available next week because he's somewhere else or now trapped at home. So
this time
you can never promise it.
Yes, this time is much better because we don't need to worry about their time. They will be, but only we are worried about is the timing, the time that when in Singapore time and like what if I put the free diving in 3 o'clock, maybe you have to wake at 3 o'clock. Even though we were launched at 3 o'clock, but free diving definitely will be at the back. So like maybe a 5 or 6 or 7, maybe a bit later. So something like that. We want to adjust on this kind of time slot to fit into others. We want to work with that. So like we already got plan for all the big names. Definitely all the names are there. I cannot review it yet because of I want to respect them. I don't want to be overly confident. I want to properly I want to invite them to be join us. So like we already got plan ahead. Just plan today. Everything is ready. So like we are working to work for next Fridays to have a team live with the team behind this our expo. Then we hopefully we can do a big launch on the 1st May.
Excellent. So I'm really looking forward to that, and that you told that you use virtual room for the workshops meeting. I'm even more excited. So looking forward to that. So thank you very much, John, to join me for my first hangout here now on Facebook and YouTube. And thanks for you guys that were hanging in here with us. And as you know, that we are the new currency that we are paid in is now coffee. As we are not traveling anymore, we need a lot of coffee to work day and night. So any of you who wants to support us can go at buymeacoffee.com/breathtech and buy us a coffee, or for John, it will probably be then a well-deserved cocktail to celebrate the rest of the evening. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you.
And I hope I'll see you soon online. And
see you soon. Take care.
You too. All the best. And thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll see you maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, pretty soon. Take care, guys. And do you know what? No more handshaking. Now it's like the Asians do. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye, John.